We welcome you to the course Pharmaceutical Regulatory Affairs, and we are sure that you are definitely going to enjoy this course. Now, coming to the contents of this course. In this course, we will learn about what is pharmaceutical regulatory affairs, how it plays an important role in the pharmaceutical industry, what are innovator and generic drug products, what is DMF and the types of DMFs? Organization of common technical document for the registration. What are the major regulatory authorities? Registration of drug and dossier preparation. Regulatory requirements of different countries. What are post-approval changes and a product life cycle. What is regulatory affairs? It is a unique mix of science and management to achieve a commercially important goal within a drug development organization. It includes everything relating to drugs from the earliest non-clinical studies through development into routine manufacture and marketing, can add significant impact for patients and drug companies. The pharmaceutical research and development process of bringing a new drug to the market, it takes many years, and it is therefore essential that the process be managed effectively from beginning to the end in order to meet the regulatory requirements and permit a favorable evaluation of efficacy and safety in the shortest possible time. The drug regulatory affairs professional plays an important role in every phase of this process, from developing regulatory strategies following the discovery of a new chemical entity to planning post marketing activities. Regulatory affairs also has a very specific meaning within the healthcare industries like pharmaceuticals, medical devices, biologics, and functional foods. Most of the companies, whether they are major multinational pharmaceutical corporations or small innovative biotechnological companies, all have a different departments of regulatory affairs. The current pharmaceutical industry is well organized, systematic, and compliant to international regulatory standards for manufacturing of chemical and biological drugs for human and veterinary consumption, as well as medical devices, traditional herbal products, and cosmetics. Stringent GMPs are being followed for blood and its derivatives, as well as controlled manufacturing for traditional herbal medicines, cosmetics, food and dietary products, which was otherwise differently a century before. Coming to the historical overview, why there is a need to regulate. See, all the substances are poison. There is none which is not a poison. The right dose differentiates a poison and a remedy. To ensure quality, safety, and efficacy of drug products, in order to assure the continued protection of public health. No drug is completely safe or efficacious in all circumstances. But there is a moral as well as legal expectation that appropriate steps are taken to assure optimal quality, safety, and efficacy by the producers concerned. What is the historical overview? Coming to this, during 1950s, multiple tragedies, that is sulfanilamide elixir, vaccine tragedy, and thalidomide tragedy, have resulted in substantial increase of legislations for drug products, quality, safety and efficacy. This has also resulted into stricter norms for marketing authorizations and good manufacturing practices, that is GMPs. These are the key regulatory events as per the years. You may please have a look. As it is heart of all about collecting, analyzing and communicating the risks and benefit of healthcare products to regulatory agencies and public all over the world. It is also a science of developing new tools, standards and approaches to assess the safety, efficacy, quality and performance of regulated products. All the medicines must meet three criteria: be of good quality, safe and effective. The judgments about medicine's quality, safety and efficacy should be based on solid science. The success of regulatory strategy is less dependent on regulations than on how they are interpreted, applied and communicated within companies and to outside constituents. Pharma regulatory affairs professionals play an essential role in ensuring all pharmaceutical products comply with regulations governing the industry. Pharmaceutical drug regulatory affairs is a dynamic field that includes scientific, legal, and commercial aspects of drug development. Drug development to commercialization is highly regulated. Every drug before getting market approval must undergo rigorous scrutiny and clinical trials to ensure its safety, efficacy, and quality. These standards are set by regulatory authorities of their respective countries, such as US FDA in US, CDSU in India, etc. We know that drug regulatory affairs regulate pharmaceutical business through designing appropriate laws or rules and enforcing the same so that the drugs meeting the highest standards of quality are brought into the global trade. Rules and regulations are being prepared considering global, regional and national pharmaceutical trade as well as necessity of the drugs based on patients' population. Regulatory affairs professionals are the link between the pharmaceutical industries and the worldwide regulatory agencies. They are required to be well versed in the laws, regulations, guidelines, and guidance of the regulatory agencies. Now, regulation of drug products involve following areas. What are the areas? Non-clinical and clinical drug development guidelines. There are different guidelines for licensing, that is patent related guidelines, drug registration, how the drug has to be registered. The stepwise guidelines are available, manufacturing guidelines are available. The guidelines are also there for quality and safety, pricing and trademark, marketing, import and distribution of the drug products, pharmacovigilance, that is adverse drug reactions monitoring. For all these stages, there are different guidelines or regulations which are available. Regulatory Affairs Department. The professionals working in Regulatory Affairs Department coordinates with different departments of the company like Research and Development Department, Raw Material Department, Packaging, Quality Assurance, Quality Control, Medical Device, Production, etc. Let's see how. They ensure that their companies comply with all the regulations and laws pertaining to their business, working with federal, state, and local regulatory agencies and personnel on specific issues related to their business. They advise the company on the regulatory aspects and climate that would affect their proposed activities. They keep in touch with international legislation guidelines and customer practices. They keep up to the date with a company's product range. They collect, collate, and evaluate the scientific data that their research and development colleagues are generating. They formulate regulatory strategies for all appropriate regulatory submissions, such as domestic, international, and in or contract projects. All these data are collected from different departments, like they collect some data from the quality assurance department, few from the quality control department. If the product has a used medical device, they'll collect the data from the medical device department. Few data will be required from the production department. So they coordinate, prepare, and review all appropriate documents, for example, dossier, and submit them to the regulatory authorities within a specified time frame in conjugation with the organization. They do prepare and review of SOPs related to regulatory affairs. They review the batch manufacturing records, batch packaging records, master formula records, change controls, and other relevant documents. They monitor the progress of all registration submission. They maintain approved applications and the records of registration fees paid against submission of DMFs and other documents. They respond to the queries and ensure that registration or approval are granted without delay. They also participate in research and development training, pilot plan scale up, and post marketing surveillance. They manage and review audit reports and compliance, regulatory, and customer inspections. They provide accurate and complete information about the quality, safety, and effectiveness of the product to the physicians and other healthcare professionals. They review research results from experiments conducted by various scientific disciplines. Public health being the prime concern, it is necessary that the drug and the drug product available for the human or veterinary use and medical devices must not only be effective but also be safe for the intended use. To ensure this, various territorial regulatory bodies came into existence. The major regulatory agencies include World Health Organization (WHO), United States Food and Drug Administration, that is US FDA, United States, European Medicines Agency (EMA) for European Union, Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, that is MHRA for UK, Therapeutics Goods Administration TGA for Australia, Health Canada for Canada, Pharmaceuticals and Medical Devices Agency PMDA, Japan, Agency National Degradation Vigilância Sanitária, that is ANVISA for Brazil, Medicine Control Council MCC for South Africa, Central Drugs Standard Control Organization, that is CDSCO, India. It was observed that the regulatory guidelines differ with respect to territorial requirements. This demanded the need for universal harmonization. Thus, the International Council for Harmonization of Technical Requirements for Registration of Pharmaceuticals for Human Use, that is ICH was founded, and it was founded in 1990 by united efforts of United States, Europe, and Japan to bring together different regulatory bodies globally and set ICH guidelines for pharmaceutical drug product development. Since its inception, the ICH has evolved gradually with a mission to attain better harmonization towards development and registration of medicines with a higher degree of safety, efficacy, and quality worldwide. Although ICH has harmonized the drug regulatory aspects worldwide, the regional regulatory bodies continue to play a pivotal role in the drug approvals across the territory. Importance of regulatory affairs. In today's competitive environment, the reduction of the time taken to reach the market is critical to a product's and hence the company's success. The proper conduct of its regulatory affairs activities is therefore of considerable economic importance for the company. Inadequate reporting of data may prevent a timely positive evaluation of a marketing application. A new drug may have cost many millions of euros or dollars, pounds to develop, and even a 3-month delay in bringing it to the market has considerable financial considerations. Even worse, failures to fully report all the available data or the release of product bearing incorrect labeling may easily result in the need of a product recall. Either occurrence may lead to the loss of several millions of units of sales, not to mention the resulting reduction in confidence of the investors, health professionals, and patients. The Regulatory Affairs Department is very often the first point of contact between the government authorities and the company. Scope of regulatory affairs professional in industry. What is the scope? Regulatory affairs professionals are employed in industry, government regulatory authorities, and academics. The wide range of regulatory professionals includes in the areas like pharmaceuticals, medical devices, in vitro diagnostics, biologics and biotechnology, nutritional products, and cosmetics. So, what is the organizational structure of regulatory affairs? So, this is not unified across the companies and it is changing. In few companies, they call it as Global Regulatory Affairs Department. Some places it is called as Regional Regulatory Affairs. Somewhere it is Local Regulatory Affairs Department. In some places it is Manufacturing Site Regulatory Affairs Department or Drug Agency Regulatory Affairs Department. So it is not unified across the companies. Now we know what is regulatory affairs, what is the historical overview of regulatory affairs, areas of regulations, how the regulatory affairs professionals coordinates with different departments in the company, what are the major regulatory agencies, and the importance of regulations. Now, what next? Best luck for Module 2.